If you can hear me, happy okay, there we go. Child, it took forever to dang on go live. I don't know. I don't know if we need to do this today, y'all. Well, good morning, everybody's, y'all. Happy Mother's Day 2024. We have officially made it, y'all. I have been telling my love bugs Happy Mother's Day for over 2 weeks now, and we have made it. Happy Mother's Day, y'all. It took a long time for this live to start, so I'm not sure what's really going on. But I'm listening to Nika Knight's interview with Amora Lex, y'all. Child, I've been listening to this interview all freaking morning. I was supposed to be live with y'all over an hour ago. And I've been listening to Amora Lex interview with Nika Knight. Oh my God. Shout out to Nika Knight for getting the interview. Good morning, Toy Toy. Happy Mother's Day to everyone's coming into the chat, y'all. I'm not doing a screen share. I'm listening to it on my phone. So we're gonna listen to it a little bit together and then we're gonna hop on into my jazzy life and Liv's life and all the craziness that's been going on there, y'all. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Sunday. What y'all doing today? Y'all going out to eat? Everybody's going to eat. Everyone's, y'all. I'm going to eat seafood. Of course, Queen Blama said it, loves her some seafood. So we are going to eat seafood this afternoon when everybody gets off of work. So y'all know what that means, right? I'm gonna be here with y'all, child. We're gonna be here together for a good part of the day. Just chilling. I'm gonna get my little stuff done around the house and make sure I'm together on time. But for the most part, I'm free, y'all, until I'm gonna say 1 p.m. Give myself, a few hours to get my life in order. But other than that, did y'all watch the interview? Did y'all watch it? It's on Nika Knight's channel. It's titled "Mother Who Gave Her Kids to C.P.S." Full interview. Child, like whether it was you that dang, so I really have been watching for an hour. Because I kept pausing it to y'all. I've been taking clips and talking about it and everything else. So far, I have kind of curved my opinion of Amora Lex a little bit. Um, because I think she's homeless. I think she's homeless. In the C.P.S. video, she had on the black halter top. In the interview with the radio station, that was days later, she had on the same black halter top. So it just made me feel like she was homeless. The sunglasses made me feel like she might have been on, some type of substance or whatever. But wearing the same clothing and all of that, it just made me feel like she was homeless. And then I was listening to the Nika Knight interview, and she says, it was a lot, y'all. Okay, she said that her landlord was having new siding put on the house in January. We just gonna say in January. All of this happened in 2024. The landlord was having new siding put on the house. The siding installers somehow set her house on fire. She lost all her grocery, the house was on fire, everything. And then she lost 2 jobs within the same week that the house caught on fire. Then let me see. Hold on, y'all. Because I took some notes, Chad. I told y'all. I've been watching for a long time. Long time, long time. Mm, Let me see. Wow, y'all, it was a lot. Oh my goodness, child. Oh, I would just advise you guys to go and watch the interview on Meek's channel to hear all this crazy stuff. But I'm looking for the notes I took about the house being on fire. Um, I'm watching this interview and you can instantly pick up on the lies. Okay, I don't even know if I took the notes. Okay, my first note was she stated that her two oldest boys were back to back, you guys, right? Remember, she told us, did I do it right? Hold on. Remember, she told us that her oldest son was from R at the age of 15. Well, after listening to the interview, I found out that the two oldest boys have the same father, right? So she got pregnant by the same person that R'd her at the age of 15 and got her pregnant. She said that it happened at the age of 15. She had the baby, and then he it happened again 2 weeks postpartum. So her baby was around 2 or 3 weeks old, not even the 6 week mark, and it happened again. Um, my next set of notes was, oh yeah, I'm still talking about the dang on what happened at 15. I said, not that she said, oh child, bye. That's why I'm confused. She was going back and forth in that interview. So she went from talking about that the 15-year-old, what happened at the age of 15, and then she went to saying that her oldest son would help her with the rest of the children. And Neek was like, okay, so you had your oldest son helping you? And she was like, yeah, he would help me with the other children. When I would be cooking or cleaning around the house, I would tell him, watch the kids, watch the kids. And then she was like, but I didn't like doing that a lot because, that's how men end up on the streets. When they're older and they just out on the streets just doing bad, it's because they had to watch their siblings when they were younger, which I didn't agree with at all. I'm like, that really it don't make sense to me, sis. You saying that the single moms, they got to leave their either son or daughter at home watching the siblings. Them kids end up doing bad in the streets because they have to watch their siblings. Don't make sense to me. But whatever, girl. Um, Then she says that, hold on, I'm gonna play this clip for y'all. It goes for another 4 hours. Still didn't get through to nobody. So I ended up actually losing both my jobs, and at that very same week, my landlord was having like new siding put on the house. Do you know that the people who was putting siding on my house, they caught my house on fire? So yeah, a lot of people really don't know because I didn't put too much of my information out there, and with them, catching my house on fire, the job I was working at, which I'm not obviously going to name for obvious reasons, but exclusively it's exclusively work from home. So we don't have an office that we can do like a hybrid should something like this happen. So I ended up losing that job, and I'm reaching out to the landlord. Hey, I lost my job. Also lost $1,300 worth of food in the house. That I just put in. And it's not like I got the money though. That was food stamps. So I gotta wait till the next month to come to get that. So no job, no food, nope, can hold for another 4 hours. Still didn't get through to nobody. So I ended up actually losing both. So she said that she applied for her child care through the welfare system in January. Come February, the child care worker calls her and says, hey, I didn't receive my payment. She calls the welfare office. She's on hold for 3 hours. She hit the callback button. They call her back. Then she's still on hold for 4 more hours. She still never get in touch with nobody. The child care worker calling the welfare office. They still never get in touch with nobody. She still never figured out why they dropped her case. But she said that the siding people caught her house on fire, and then she lost her two jobs the same week that the siding people caught her house on fire. Then she contacted the landlord because she had put $1,500 in grocery in the house, and all the grocery was gone. The landlord wouldn't give her any more grocery. But what's not making sense to me is you had one work from home job. You said that you lost both the jobs because the kids couldn't go to daycare. How do you lose a work from home job because the kids can't go to daycare? It just don't make sense to me. And then you working two jobs and you still got $1,500 in food stamps? Don't make sense to me. A lot of what she was saying, it just wasn't making sense. I'm like, lies? Excuse me, ma'am? The house got caught on fire in 1 week. You lost a dang on two jobs the same week that the house got caught on fire, and you lost the child care. All of this happened at the same time, and this all happened after January of this year and around April. And we're in May the 4th. She dropped her kids off at C.P.S. Y'all get this, child. But she applied for the welfare assistance in January. It randomly cut off before April, and she can't figure out why. I'm thinking that her childcare was cut off because she was lying about her income, which would make sense because you're working too. Oh, hold on, hold up, swole up, child. On top of all that, remember she's paying $1,500 rent on a house that she purchased for $6,500, right? We got to remember that, y'all. She bought this house for $6,500. She's paying the landlord $1,500 rent. She's receiving $1,500 in food stamps. She's working two jobs. The kids are going to welfare provided daycare. She says the welfare provided daycare just randomly ended right before April. Can't figure out why. Can't talk to the welfare office, nothing, nothing. And then she went on to say, but what we figured out is in our state, they just basically operate how they want to. Everybody says they just cut their stuff off when they want. They just drop kids from daycare registration when they want. The welfare office, now, from what I understand, um, my OG operated a daycare for a minute when we were teenagers. Um, and the welfare office doesn't drop the registration. My OG registered the kids. The mothers filled out the applications. She vetted the applications. The mothers apply for their assistance through the welfare office. My OG was already approved to babysit the children through the welfare office system and through the state. So the only thing that the mother did was give the welfare office my OG's registration number. The welfare office enters her registration number, and boom, she gets paid for watching them kids. The So you get what I'm saying? The welfare office isn't going to drop it. The woman that, like, if my OG didn't get her money, she would be the one to drop it. The welfare office don't. The welfare office is going to stop her case if she's lying about her income. They gonna contact her and stop her case, but they not gonna drop the kids from registration. My OG has to drop the kids from registration. My OG could still babysit her children if she feel like, okay, you might have forgot to do your paperwork. And the welfare office will back pay. So you go ahead and do your paperwork. I'm gonna keep watching the kids. I'll get my money when I get my money. That can happen, but the welfare office don't automatically drop it like, hey, you can't watch these kids anymore. No, the daycare provider has to say, nope, your kids is dropped from my registration. Child, bye. Everything she was saying, it really wasn't making sense at all. So I don't know, y'all. Let's see what other notes I got up in here. Oh yeah, that's when I realized she really gave the kids up for because she was homeless. I'm like, so why wouldn't she just tell everybody she homeless and that's why she dropped the kids off? She told us that she dropped her kids off because she's going to college, two different colleges, and she's trying to better her life and she just can't do it and this and the fathers won't help and this and that. Instead of saying, um, sorry, lady, I, I'm living in a car, the kids is living in the car with me. We don't have anywhere to go. So I can't mother my children right now. I don't have a home for them. She go in there talking about she can't keep the kids because she got to go to school and got to do this and got to do that, and then post onto her Facebook that she want to go twirl around poles and make money. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what the truth is. After listening to some of the interview, I was really leaning more toward um my bad, y'all. I was really leaning more toward I think she's homeless. But I don't know, y'all. Let's get back to where the heck I was. I don't even know where the heck I was in this interview. So she got what? What we talking about now? Hold on. We didn't went too far. So one person who went to jail behind the whole. I don't even know where the heck I was, y'all. That's what I get for clicking stuff and talking to y'all. I don't know where I was on this dang on video. I know I was like an hour in, but I don't remember her saying none of that. He accused you of being the person to do it. What did she say? Because I would tell you like the fucked up shit that I was saying, like when he wasn't responding. So all of that shit was said, but also remember I told. Good morning, everyone. Just coming in the chat. Y'all smack the likety like button for your girl because it's free and it don't cost you nothing but a little bit of energy. Just click, click, click. That's all. Happy Mother's Day to my beautiful, beautiful love bugs. Happy Mother's Day to all the fathers out there that have to, take on that role also. We appreciate y'all, okay? Just like, child, we appreciate y'all. You guys, I am listening to the Neek at Night interview with Amora Lex. Amora Lex is the woman that's going viral for leaving her children at C.P.S. and then posting on her social media that she wanted to go shake some ass and clock in at a club and shake some more ass. Okay. I'm going to click play, y'all. The portion of the interview, I'm at 57 minutes and 35 seconds right now. It's a 3-hour long interview. Right now, Neek is talking to her about the baby daddy passing away and why the mother thinks that Amora did it. If y'all haven't been keeping up, the mother is on Facebook and she's going off. She tagged the radio station, she's tagging everyone and saying that they're making this woman basically famous, and this woman offed her son, and the woman offed her son in front of her grandchildren, and the woman is exploiting her grandchildren. The grandmother also said, what y'all don't know is she went back to C.P.S. and got some of the kids, but not all the kids. Then she said, I won't disclose what children she didn't get. And she said that the C.P.S. worker wouldn't tell her why Amora didn't take the other kids. So I was confused by that. Like, so did she go to C.P.S. after recently, like, and got some of the key? I don't know what the hell is going on, y'all. But the grandmother is going crazy on Facebook. She said that Amora Lex needs to internally pay. She offed her son and she's wicked and she needs to pay for it. The grandmother of the children, which is the mother of Amora Lex's baby daddy. His name is Alex, y'all. The deceased man name is Alex. Alex's mother posted a picture of Alex on his on life support. We put it like that. She posted a picture of Alex on life support on Facebook, and she was pointing out things in the picture and the fact that his lips were bleeding and swollen. And she says that Amora Lex did something to her son, and that's what caused him to be on life support. And it wasn't a Coca-Cola overdose. She says that a Coca-Cola overdose wouldn't swell his lips up like that, and it wouldn't make his lips bleed. Whatever Amora Lex gave him, she says that he was forced to consume something through his mouth. And she thinks that Amora Lex did it, and Amora Lex needs to pay for what she did. I said, child, what? Ooh, holy camoly, this is a lot. This is a whole lot, y'all. So then y'all remember when she said the FBI took over her social media, emails, text messages, everything. And then she lost her kids for a year and a half to CPS. That's why, because of this whole thing. And I think I already listened to that part of the video, but she says that she said, you know why I didn't go to jail? You know why I wasn't arrested? Because his toxicology report only showed Coca-Cola and Fent. I don't want to say the whole words because I don't got time for YouTube, but Fent, what the people is, they like walking around like zombies now, and half of them is just passing away because they don't even know they taking it. Yeah. So Coca-Cola and Fent was on his toxicology report, and that's why she did not go to jail. Child, what in the world? So I'm not sure. Like, I don't know. I don't know much about Fent at all, but could she have put it in something that he drunk it? Oh, girl, I don't know. Let me push play, y'all. Overdose, and I told him that he should have died. Don't coming from a hurt place when I was saying, but I was also telling him some true shit. I said there won't be a next time. You're going to die this time. That was the one, you know, not, but look where we are. They're really, oh, yep. Okay. That's why she thinks I killed her. Yep. I look at I'm telling the truth, and I told him, there won't be a next time. I wasn't lying. The reality of the she feels like each time he had an experience where he was almost dead the last time what she what her beef is. And also too, because you were saying things to him saying that you wish that he did die. So that's why he's here. Yeah, and that was also like one of the things like you ever heard like you're gonna fight a bully or something like that. Like I'm not. It was one of the things where I learned the hard way that you don't say shit that you don't need because, granted, I was already dead when I was texting him this shit, but you just don't mean. Texting him that. Okay, so he. So you were texting him when he was in the hospital. So remember he was supposed to be coming home and stuff. He's like, I got a surprise for you, and he said, I got a surprise for you. That's when he stopped responding. When I'm still texting him, I know that he had already. So there's actually a picture. You said that you see him in the hospital. Before he went to the hospital? Yeah, so the text happened while he was already unresponsive in his car, but nobody really at the time I was texting him, me and his cousin, nobody knows that this kid is already in his car dead. Nobody knows. Do it sound better now? He's breathing, but he's not lost too much oxygen or whatever you want to call it, so he's just brain dead. Nobody knew that he was like already dead in his car when I'm texting him this. So in my mind, I'm not there with him. So in my mind, I'm thinking he's doing the usual, ignoring me because he's out doing the extra fucking most. But in reality, he was already fucking dead because he was out there doing the most. Okay. So before he goes to the hold on, y'all. I really didn't want to do the screen share. I didn't really want to do the screen. I really don't want to do a screen share, y'all. I really don't want to. We just gonna have to try to work it out. And it's transporting because he's not responsive. What are you texting him about? What are you saying? Oof. I promise you, it's like I vividly remember, but it's also 4 years ago. But I'm just like texting him literally. I think something like XYZ. Oh well, something along the lines of. Is it better down lower like that, or do y'all need me to increase the volume? I was told it sounded choppy with the volume increased, so I turned it down some. I'm not gonna do a screen share. I don't want to do a screen share. So does it sound better like this? God, I'm gonna piss on your grave. I'm gonna piss on your dad's grave. I know you're, but you know, just get into a good place. I know you're out there with a bitch in a bottle, and you know, a bitch a bottle in a bag. And the bag, when I say a bag, I mean the bag of coke. Because, and they also the other reason why I have not gone to jail is, you know, I told you the FBI, they took a hold of shit. Hold on, y'all. Anything that had my name attached to it, they overtook it. You know. But the reason I also didn't go to jail is because his toxicology report came back as nothing but cocaine and fentanyl in his system. And his cousin had also taken a picture when she found him, and his head was laid back in the seat, and he had the bag of coke in his hand. So that's why I went to jail. I ain't did it. I ain't do it. Okay. Because you have those text messages, and then he died at the same time that you're sending them. They wanted to investigate to see like whether it was you that was him the fentanyl or it was you that caused it. But the reason why they investigated, because obviously, you know, they don't know what's going on, but everybody's saying, well, what this person did. So, you know, they're always going to investigate me because I'm the number one suspect by word of mouth. As far as because, you know, not only did they have to take a look at my phone and all my internet, I mean, not internet, but, you know, all of my social media and emails and stuff like that, they also had to look at his phone too and find out what he was doing leading up. So they could see that at the time, that around the time he bought the drugs, who he bought the drugs from, because also that lady's actually in jail for selling him the drugs that he died. Yeah. So, if in jail, take the responsibility for, you know, tell everybody that. So, honestly, the reality of it is, I didn't kill the man. He did that shit to himself, and she sold it to him. So she's already in jail because, like I said, they had to look at his phone where he bought the drugs when. But also, when they get my IP address and looked all the locations and all that stuff, I'm all the way on the west side of the city. I mean, like far west side. I mean, like Galilee. They're in a whole different city from, you know, where he's at. He's way out east, and you know, they're looking at the times when the satellites, and obviously they got the messages that he bought the drugs from her. And also, which I don't know why his mom keeps saying I did, because the same person that he bought the drugs from him, which actually did deliver the actual fatal dose of fentanyl, is the same fucking person he bought the shit from when I was in Florida. You went back to the same person who told you the fentanyl the first time. So from what we just heard, y'all, we struggling with the audio because I don't want to do a screen share. With the volume up, it's choppy, so I decreased the volume. Let me know if you need me to turn it up a little bit. But from what we just heard, she's speaking about the FBI investigation into Alex's death. He overdosed, which led to him being on life support for 2 days. Alex's mother feels like Amora did it. Amora said that the FBI pinged her location and the IP and everything else, and it came out that she didn't do it. But she also told us that this investigation resulted in C.P.S. taking her children because the grandmother continuously called C.P.S. every single day. I don't know how true that is, but y'all, we listening. Y'all smack the likety like button. If you want to see this video in its entirety, go over to Neek at Night's channel and watch the video. It's titled Mother Who Gave Her Kids to CPS, full interview. I'm gonna listen to a little bit more because child, I've been listening to this interview for almost 2 hours this morning, y'all. Almost 2 hours. I did an hour without even coming to do a reaction with y'all. I don't know why, child. I said I was gonna stop doing that, and I did, but not this morning, girl. I was sitting here watching with my eyes open, like, get it, Nick, girl. Yeah. What's the question now? So let's check it out, y'all. We're gonna listen some more. Well, you already know how that thing goes. He did that shit to himself. And his mom, because he is so religious and kind of brainwashed like a Jesus freak and all this other stuff, for one, nobody wants to accept that their son was a crackhead or a drug head or whatever. But that's really just the reality of it. You know, I don't want to, of course, I'm going to, you know, not be so rude when I tell my son, because my son, I do want him to know that he really did love that little boy. You know, he did love you, your dad. You know, he was there every now and then, or the best he could and stuff like that, you know. But, you know, he really did love you, but, and I'm sure he was on his death certificate and a drug overdose. And, you know, like the coroner's report
I have the actual legal official document. So the coroner's report also, outlines overdose. And like I said, she just doesn't want to accept it. But because around the time me and him was beefing, when he died, I was also beefing with her because I was beefing with him. And it's easier to place the blame on somebody else than to accept the fact that your son, you want somebody to blame. I want somebody to fucking blame. Shit, I still trying to want.
I mean, I can agree with her. I do agree with her. Of course, when something like that happens, they be looking for somebody to blame. And if you're texting him that you're going to do this to a grave and do that to a grave, and you hope he do this and do that and all of that, of course she's going to blame you. But you just told us that the person that actually sold him the legal dose is in jail. So, man, it's crazy. I don't know, y'all. This is crazy.
People to blame. Because even though I still hear stories and different stories, well, from different people who say they weren't there that night, I wasn't there, so I really don't know. Some people say this other girl did, but the facts is they already got somebody in jail for who sold it. Somebody went to jail. So it's only one person who went to jail behind the whole thing. But there is another girl that is saying that was there too. And for her, I really don't know this really. Because I'm not gonna lie, she actually just went to jail for murdering somebody.
Oh, wait.
And I mean, look, I ain't trying to shoot the messenger, but Buddy died the same way. So she either set him up and bought the drugs from the old girl that sold it to him, like was working together. Or he was fucking stupid and bought the fucking drugs and bought the same shit from somebody who fucked him up the first time. Because when he bought the second time from the same dumbass who sold it to him the first time. Listing your house on the market is not the only way.
So I wonder, hold on,
y'all. It's much faster. He wasn't even fully.
I wonder how he's
healed. Like, all that stuff. So he should have known trying to go back to any type of drug when he could barely breathe still. It was somebody you don't like that taste.
So I wonder what the time frame was between him ODing the first time and him ODing the second time, and the second time being lethal. She said that he still wasn't fully healed from the first OD, and he went and got the stuff again still.
Just the fact that he had a drug problem, and it's okay that because I don't have all my receipts. I'm not gonna help. All right. That's a lot, and I hope again that you are getting therapy for all of this because it's a whole lot that you have been through. So, okay, so we talked about the first baby daddy and the last baby daddy. But what's the deal with the baby daddy for the kids? The oldest baby daddy and then the middle one. The youngest one is the one we didn't get to, and that's the twins. Oh, okay. Now, so a lot of people are like, oh, I can't get an abortion. Let me tell you the story about him, right? So, mind you, remember when I told you that that old dude's mom is the same one who got my kids falsely taken, from Children's Services, because she was literally calling in every day. Now, here in Ohio, even because mind you, every time she called, they have no choice but to come out because it's a report of a neglect or whatever. They have to investigate it. So, excuse me. Investigate. But the Children's Services works this way. They come out. If there's an issue, they open the case. If there's nothing, they don't open it. It's just.
She's talking about Alex's mother. Remember, Alex is the deceased baby father that she was accused of unaliving. She said Alex's mother called C.P.S. every single day, multiple times a day, new phone numbers, new email addresses. She just kept contacting C.P.S. And so C.P.S. kept coming back.
Called litigation or investigation stage or whatever. So it doesn't mean you have an open case. So anybody who does C.P.S. call them, just because they show up at your house, until they say they're transferring it to ongoing services, you do not have an open case. So anyway, So she called children's services on me, and this was also around the time where COVID was a huge thing. So at the same time that she was calling children's services on me every day, saying I killed her son, all type of crazy ass shit. Like, bro, I cannot. This bitch is dumb. So anyway, this. Do you remember when I don't know if they were doing it where you are, but they had took all the kids out of school, said here, take some computers. I mean, computers. Yeah, that was during here, and I, of course, this is everybody's first go around with COVID. Nobody really knows nothing was going on. It's just chaotic. So, you know, my landlord is saying at the same time, you know, like they was also saying nobody has to pay rent because can't nobody work. So I don't know how the shit really works, you know. So my landlord at that time was still saying, hey, although can't nobody, you know, long story short, you still gotta like pay your rent or leave. So me, I'm not really knowing, you know, the stuff was going on with COVID and stuff, you know. I'm not about to lose everything, you know. So I chose to go to work. Like, you have to, like, you know, do that on camera time. I chose to go to work, keep my bills paid, keep a roof over our house, and I'm like, okay, it's cool. I from online school, so I'm like, you know what? But yeah, I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna teach them the material when they get home. They're gonna get the on-screen time, but they weren't tracking their homework. But because it was the on-screen time that you know they needed to have, they filed truancy. So, of course, you know, when truancy is filed, children's services is notified. So, children's services went to court. It was like, well, she has.
What she's saying is absolutely not true. I don't know how it worked in y'all state, but absolutely not. Girl, bye. There was no like mandatory on screen time for my children. I don't even remember what the name of the portal was. There were two different portals, and all schoolwork was uploaded to those two different portals. It was really put on one, but I think the other portal was like more of a hands-on or some. I don't remember what the difference was between the two different accounts, but all schoolwork was uploaded onto those accounts, and that schoolwork had to be done and it had to be turned in, but there was no mandatory screen time. Child, please, my y'all, girl, wasn't no mandatory screen time. We was having a good time during COVID. We were everywhere, safe, but we was everywhere, state to state. Like, child, please.
All these calls on her, although none of them were open cases, they were all found to be false, or you know, like nothing concerning was happening. You know, there was like, oh, well, she has all these false calls or whatever, and now she has truancy. Something. Oh wait, you tell me about the time called C.P.S. on you? No, so I'm telling you the time, but like I'm kind of winding back, trying to make sure you stay in the timeline of how girls down, how transpired.
So it's multiple, right, Neek? Girl, you confused. I'm confused. I thought she was telling us about the time the mom, and she was. She confused also, because remember, she just freaking said the mom kept calling CPS and she kept making CPS reports. And every time they make a report, they have to start an investigation. And then she said, although an investigation is started, that doesn't mean you have an open case. She was talking about the mama. I don't know what's wrong with this girl.
What led me up to meeting the girls that like okay. So yeah, as long story short, when the old lady died, the mom went and had my kids taken from me. Um, so at this time, you know, like your kids, they missed too many days of school. You know, they were missing the only like the dinner time. So I was still going to work, but like I was having to turn their homework because I didn't know about that. So like the things that are not. So they were missing virtual school. Yeah, yeah, they were missing the dinner time. Like fixing the to you know turn they were really teaching them, but they weren't getting back grades on their homework either. So they didn't learn. Anyway, they took my kids because they weren't getting the on camera time as well as the you know. Were they not going to virtual school? Um, I want to say at this point it was probably about a month. I'm not gonna lie because like the only free time because they themselves. No, at this point I still have daycare. I work daycares that's just traditional trifling therapy and stuff.
Didn't I tell y'all? Okay, so y'all remember me describing how the daycare system works with the welfare office. I told y'all, she said, I work with people from out of their home. Child, girl, bye. So the welfare office didn't drop her kids from registration. The welfare office stopped paying because she didn't do something right.
So they still had a lady that they were going to, but it was just she couldn't, she couldn't do. You can't take your kids to daycare outside of when like you ain't going to work. They don't need to be at daycare pretty much. So which wasn't a problem. I wasn't doing anything anyway. So it was just the timing that I had to be at work and the timing with their schooling and they overlap. I guess. What you said? By the time I turn on the computer, So with this lady, like she has other kids, so how do I put it? She couldn't like sit down and do what she had to do with them. She had other kids.
Sounds like lies because the other kids that this lady would have had would have been in COVID classes also. You feel me? The schools shut down. Everybody received their little whatever. If they had computers already, it was what it was. And all the children they all were on freaking virtual learning. So it wouldn't have been anything for that daycare provider to sit down and everybody be working on their virtual learning somewhat at the same time. Even if the children were separated into different rooms by age range, it wouldn't have been anything. And the more children you have, the more staff you are required to have. So if this lady was watching her 5 kids and she had other kids, the lady was required to have more staff on hand. It's not making sense, sis. And these are facts.
And it's just not a place where they can sit and focus and so I tried to do it with them, but with COVID and stuff, it just wasn't working. She's an older lady, like somebody's great auntie, she ain't really tech savvy for real. So it's like okay. Okay, so basically, so it's about a month. So it's about a month. Her son died.
She was savvy enough to make sure all her registrations and everything was kept up, you guys, every 6 months with the state in order to provide state offered child care assistance. She said she's not tech savvy. Girl, Bob, that shit is not simple. It's not simple at all. You have to fill out paperwork every single day, multiple times a day. It's girl, bye. What you talking about? She ain't tech savvy. It sounds like you didn't do your paperwork right. Something didn't happen. You was lying about your income. You lying about a lot of stuff anyway. You already told us you paid $6,500 cash for that house. You said you bought the house. You purchased that, but then you paying $1,500 a month rent. Girl, bye. And now you're telling us that it was during COVID and that the landlord was saying that you still got to pay the rent, but you must not have had the money to pay the rent, but you still have to get a job to pay the rent. So, and C.P.S. was already involved because your children were marked truant. This is a lot.
And your children are missing virtual school for a month, and then she flips out and calls C.P.S. on you and gets them taken? No. So my kids didn't get taken from me until a year after he died. So that entire year after he died, every day it was every other week, but like thankfully, thankfully was calling CPS on me. So at one point, it's a couple times that because at one point they were saying kids couldn't get COVID and stuff like that. She's like,
who the hell said kids couldn't get COVID?
Girl's page and they go to my page with posts and stuff. She's really fucking weird. So anyway, and stuff, and I was like, oh, poor baby. I posted that my son was, he had allergies and stuff. She called CPS and told them that my son had fucking COVID and I'm using the medical care. And this is the time that they show that it's COVID, especially kids of his age, right? It's like almost.
She's lying, y'all. Oh, shit. I'm glad I kept listening to this freaking interview. She is lying. If you go through her videos that she posted, I believe it's the first video she posted. It's way down on the bottom, very first video she ever posted. It might be like the first, second, or third. She's talking about a watermelon, and she said she bought the watermelon from Kroger's, I believe she said. And then she said that she thinks this is a fake watermelon. She said, I purchased two watermelons. I believe one is fake. Why do I think it's fake? Because I bought it yesterday, and look, I came here this morning and it's some type of substance all over my cabinet, and the watermelon is just like deflated, which it was. And she was talking to her son about it. And then that she went on to say how you can't trust the government and the government is trying to point. She went on and on and on talking about how the government is trying to do all this type of other stuff to us. So for us to hear her say, she tried to push it off on allergies, talking about my son had allergies, real bad allergies, and I posted poor baby. And the mama called C.P.S. and said she refuses to take the child to be treated for COVID. I believe that is true because she was already going on about how she think the government is trying to get us. So of course, when that came, she is not taking her children to be vaccinated or anything else because she believes they're trying to get us. But she just lied right here on this interview and tried to pin it on allergies. Honey, boom, boom, child, please. You told the people to go look through your page. Y'all go look through her page and check out the lies. She think that the government is trying to get us. The same government that's giving her $1,500 in food stamps, and the same government that she just dropped her children off to. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Saying was almost two when they died.
How
Not
about?
almost one, but it was almost two when they took him. So yeah, stuff like that. All of my thing that my son had cigarette burns. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm going to just get all the causes from it. Y'all get y'all friends something for. But yeah, she just kept every day or every single time. You know, actually one time I actually had a caseworker sitting I had a caseworker sitting on my couch talking to me about one of the allegations that she had called about it, whatever. You know, they called her cell phone while talking to me saying they got another call in. Oh wow. Yeah, talking to her, like, we just got another report. And she was like, first of all, it was like a caseworker that came out every single time. And I was just like, hey girl, when your kids got for her finally calling, how long were they took and how long did it take to get them back till now we're here? So
Okay, y'all, I found the video. It is the very first dang on video she posted. It says a year ago. I'm going to turn my screen share on for this because it's a Facebook video. Y'all hit the likey like button. Happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful, beautiful love bugs out there, y'all. If you want to show Queen Blah My Said It a happy Mother's Day, my tip jar is always on the screen. Let's. All right, y'all. We have our screen share turned on. It says maybe I'm reaching on this, but personally, we're gonna check this video out, okay? So we just heard Amora Lex tell us that she posted a picture of her child on Facebook sick and said, "Oh, my poor babies," and she tried to blame it on allergies. She said the baby's grandmother called CPS and said that the baby was COVID positive and that Amora was refusing to get the baby treated. She said that that was a lie. The baby had allergies. I'm going to play this video of Amora talking about the government, and y'all let me know if you think that her child had COVID and she was refusing to get that baby tested and treated, or if the baby actually had allergies. Let's listen.
Okay, so excuse my daughter in the background. She's a little crap baby. So I am very not trusting of our government as far as our food, and I mean, there's obvious reasons why I don't even need to get into. But check this out. Yesterday, I went to the grocery store, and while on our government,
So, do I even need to play anymore? Child. Do I need to play any more of the video? Honestly, we can go back to the Neek interview, right? Because she started straight out with it. She don't trust the government, but she used the government's food stamps to buy those watermelons. So for her to say that the baby had allergies and the baby was real sick from allergies during COVID, and the mom reported her for saying the baby got COVID and she won't get the baby treated. That's exactly what was going on. That baby didn't have allergies at all. Child, instantly, soon as the video starts.
Okay, so excuse my daughter in the background. She's a little crab baby. So I am very, very not trusting of our government as far as our food, and I mean, there's obvious reasons why I don't even need to get into. But check this out. Yesterday, I went to the grocery store, and while I was at the grocery store, I grabbed two watermelons. Right? I believe one of them is fake.
And she's recording this video while the baby is screaming in the background.
So wake up, my counter is soaking wet with fucking I don't fucking know what. So then look. Whoa, what happened to those? Yeah, I don't know. I'm about to open it and see. So yeah, this one is leaking all type of fluid.
Ciao, bye, y'all. We can turn that screen share off. Anything that needed to be said or heard was said and heard within the first 30 seconds of the video. That baby was sick with COVID and she was posting on Facebook looking for sympathy, and the grandma called and reported her as she should have.
It took me a year and a half to get them back. It took me a year and a half to get them back, and I'm not going to lie.
Why is that? Oh shit, my bad, y'all. I need to go to the right freaking account. My bad, y'all. Hold on, let me switch to my dang on premium account. I hope the video don't cut off. Let's switch real quick. There we go. And of course, the freaking video cut off. Lord help me. All right, what the heck point was we at? Where were we? I don't even know where we was. Hold on. No, I don't know. Tell me.
Lie. That was also kind of like a fault of my own a little bit because when when they came to give me the news, like, hey, we're taking your kids, they came with the cops. And it didn't stop me from flipping out. Like, I almost went to jail that day. Like, everybody.
Okay, we had an hour and 15 minutes, y'all. Let me turn. I'm gonna go to my dang on premium account because I don't like it.
Pizza shit. So, and also, the little bitch downstairs, she had also called me too, and I found that out too. So when the caseworkers in the house was there, I know I kind of must have door down to your
Shit,
ass
my
and
bad.
shit. I was. Yeah, it was actually my best friend. Oh, she called CPS on you too?
Oh, good morning, Washington. You are a wee bit late. We have been speaking about that for what, y'all? We've been talking about that for probably 30 minutes now. You can stroll the little red ball back on this live and listen. Oh, we covered it. We covered it a lot. Um, at first, I did think that she did something, but after listening over and over again and reading some of the comments in the chat, I don't think that she offed her baby daddy. I think that she's really off, and I think she's touched, like the old schoolers say, and she doesn't know how to handle her anger, and she just runs off about the mouth and says a lot of ignorant things. But I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Don't know. Good morning. Happy Mother's Day to everyone's and everybody's.
Yeah, because, um, and she's actually dead. You said she's dead? You went, I
What the
can't hear you.
heck? Who's actually dead?
Hello, hello, hello?
Her little camera cut off or something. I don't know if her phone went
Amor?
dead or what.
Are you there?
I don't know.
Okay, let me try to get her. Hold on.
All right, love bugs. I'm gonna wrap it up right there. As I stated earlier, the full 3 hour long interview is on Neek at Night's channel. You guys go ahead on over to Neek's channel, subscribe to her channel, hit the like button, put in the comment section, Queen Blah My sent y'all. The video is titled Mother Who Gave Her Kids to C.P.S. Full interview. Neek did a 3 hour long interview with Amora Lex last night. They covered a lot. So far, we're up to how she met her last baby daddy and what what happened up to her losing custody of the children to CPS. Y'all, I am ending my live at 1 hour and 16 minutes on Neek's video. So if y'all want to pick up where we left off on Neek's channel, go to the live. It's titled Mother Who Gave Her Kids to CPS Full Interview. Go to 1 hour and 16 minutes, and that is where you will pick up at. Y'all smack that like button on the way out. I will see y'all in a minute for our lives. I'll see y'all in a minute for our lives life / my jazzy life reaction. Bye, y'all. Happy Mother's Day.